the second half.
Well, he has been dominant as we expected coming into this one.
It's all broadcast, dog. Alright.
New Orleans leading by 9, getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Jason Kidd. Iverson is out there with Miller, and there's Iguodala, and there's Money, and it's Abdul-Jabbar in at the 5 spot, and he gets the bucket.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Murray dishes to Richardson, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Brent, the last team you played for, the Houston Rockets. Your dad, your older brother John, also played for the Rockets. What's this connection between the city of Houston and the Barry family?
I've asked them that same question in Houston, and I even talked to Daryl Morey about putting a Barry graveyard across the street where it is that all 3 of us, our career had ended. I'd love to see a tombstone over there with Rick, John, and Brent.
Well, it'd be...
Maybe we'll add a few more to it, Kevin.
Well, the way you played there, the way you played your career, and your family played, obviously you've set a standard in the league. But that was an interesting stuff that you all were there at one time.
I think it's crazy that we all ended in Houston. That was weird.
It is.
3 careers ended.
That's something. That one's good. The New Orleans lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Kemp. Outside Odom. Goes up to the stripe. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Kemp's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
Really surprising to see the huge edge they have in rebounds, given what the scoreboard said.
And stolen by Iverson. And a wide open look for Iguodala. Drills the elbow jumper. Iguodala's got 7 points in the game.
And each bucket at this point feels like a backbreaker.
Well, to win at this level consistently, you cannot be faint of heart, and he's going in for the kill.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. We've seen Allen Iverson really have a great game.
Just killing it from deep. They've got to be all up in his jersey at all times. Give him even an inch, and you're just asking for him to drop another triple on you.
We've seen Allen Iverson really have a great game.
He can't be stopped right now. The D looks like they're at a loss, and they have no idea how to contain him.
Play here in the 3rd quarter. Out of bounds, New Orleans was in possession.
Some turnovers necessary. That one, not so much.
Marc Gasol has checked in for the Grizzlies. New Orleans leading by 10. And there's the pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Count the basket.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And that 82% free throw percentage this season must have him feeling pretty good about himself at the line.
A wide open look for Gasol. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Gasol's got his 2nd basket of the night.
Well, in this day and age, big men shoot more and more 3-pointers. And he's fully capable of a triple.
Drills it from outside. 9 points for Mr. Clutch.
Yeah, they've only missed 1 out of their first 5 shots here in the second half, guys. Their offense really moving well, ball snapping, and the shooting looks to be in great rhythm.
From deep, Iverson. That falls. Nice speed that time from Andre Iguodala. Iguodala's got 3 assists in the game. Richardson the pass to Murray. At the elbow, it's Gasol. Gasol is doubled. Outside for Kemp. Out to the wing. Gasol setting the pick for Richardson. Shot clock at 5. Back to Murray. Lets it go from deep. Miller grabs the miss. New Orleans leading by 15. Back to Iverson. Kicks it to Odom. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Shots good by Miller.
Yeah, the onslaught continues. He's been unstoppable now for a couple of nights.
Well, a tip of the cap to the coaching staff here. They're recognizing how well he's playing, so the game plan has been built around it.
And good that time.
Terrific effort from him really all night, yet despite his supreme marksmanship, they're still operating at a deficit.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Murray kicks to Richardson. Here's Gasol. Abdul-Jabbar with the block. Pass to Odom. Kicks it out to Iverson. Over Murray. Kemp with the rebound. Kemp's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Murray. Inside. Here's Vandeweghe. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
That's just smart basketball. Ideally, you love for all of your shots to come from that spot.
That first time out of the game called for New Orleans. And we've seen coaches that yell. We've seen some that show no emotion and everything in between. In your opinion, what's the perfect mental makeup for an NBA coach?
I don't think, Kevin, there's any exact science to what coaching can be. And I think the best coaches just have an innate ability to know when to push buttons, how to push buttons, and to do it on an individual level. There are many times that a coach can make the biggest impact with his player, Kevin, taking him aside and having conversations rather than doing everything in front of the team. And I think the best coaches have a pulse of each player on their team and take the time to go and do that.
For Memphis, they have gone 4 for 5 with the charity stripe in this one up to now. That's good from Cunningham. Allen Iverson's checked in for New Orleans. And so Cunningham nails both of them. New Orleans leading by 16. Passes it to Swift. Feeds it to Iverson. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul. It'll go to the line. They get Marc Gasol.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
For New Orleans, they have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
Now here's Murray. He's tightly guarded. No one near him. Hits the front of the rim and out.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. For New Orleans, they have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. He's off on the first. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Mutombo's checked in. New Orleans also making some changes. Wallace comes in for Miller, and Larry Hughes is subbed in for Iverson. The Grizzlies trail by 19. The pass to Abdul-Rahim. They double him with Wiggins. Back to Murray. Bucket is good. Murray's got 18 points in the game.
And they brought the double team to force the ball out of his hands, but failed to rotate off the pass.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Grizzlies have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. There's a good screen. There's the dish to Cunningham. Over Hughes. Cunningham gets the bucket. Cunningham's got 4 points in the quarter.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Wiggins. And it's Wiggins with the jam.
And since they come out of halftime, they've been extremely poised and very efficient.
Yeah, I think they have been winning the battle of shot selection here in the second half, and that's led to an excellent shooting percentage from the field.
Murray dishes to Mutombo, and Brown over to help. Cunningham kicks to Murray. And here they go.
And that's what you want in transition, a high percentage opportunity.
The story is true, and here the defense does a very poor job of matching up.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. New Orleans leads by 21. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And we welcome you back. The Grizzlies trail by 21. Zach Randolph is out there with Mutombo. Then there's Murray. And it's Cunningham. And it's Abdul Rahim in at the 2. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Murray, the pass to Cunningham. From deep. Murray, no good.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Pass to Swift. And we're seeing more athletes use cross-training to improve their strength and conditioning. Back in the day, did you play any sports outside of basketball to improve your results?
Kevin, if I asked you if surfing helped my basketball, would you say yes?
Well, in your regard, I would say yes. It did help balance, right?
Yes.
What about that?
Hey, I should have surfed a lot more then, Kevin.
Cunningham gets the bucket.
A little bit of trickeration with that one. Gets that one to go against the lid.
Wait, did you just say trickeration, GA? I think it's a size disadvantage there that he was willing to attack, but you have to develop that skill set and have counters.
Now here's Murray. Iverson covering. Here's Cunningham. The shot, no good. And New Orleans will come the other way. Iverson grabs the board. New Orleans gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Shots good by Miller.
I tell you what, I don't know what he did in the locker room, but he needs to do a little bit more of it because he's on fire.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Abdul Rahim can't hit. For New Orleans, they've gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll.
The tenacity, the attention to detail, it's why these guys are in complete control.
Yeah, it seems like they've been at it on both ends tonight. Tremendous all-around play from them. Has them up quite a bit here.
The feed to Murray. Memphis moving that ball around. Randolph draws the double. Clock at 4. Gets a hand on it. Last outing for Memphis. They won that game against Indiana. Back to Iverson. From the stripe. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Iverson's got 36.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Murray dishes to Cunningham. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. Both teams changing it up here. Here's New Orleans. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Iverson. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Iverson's got 38 points.
And guys, this is the blueprint for winning on the road. How about the level of focus on each and every possession?
I admire the approach here, especially in such a hostile environment. Offense and defense, they really played a whale of a game.
In other sports, the drafts have so many rounds, the scouts have a lot of work to do, but with only 2 rounds in the NBA draft, Brent, can the GM really just cover most of it?
I think the GMs, at least the smartest GMs, Kevin, have a great team behind them that gets out there, gathers as much information as possible, and does as much in terms of not only the play, but the player, the dynamics of the player, his characteristics, what he's about. To bring all that information to a general manager and present it to him before the draft. Teams do a great job of targeting guys that they think are going to enhance their roster.
And now the international realm comes into play, too.
Well, if I signed you up for my Mediterranean scouting service, Kevin, would you do it?
I do it for free.
I'll see you over there.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Abdul-Jabbar's checked in for Sullinger. And it's Iguodala in for Graham.
Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. And the replay presented, of course, by Under Armour. Unleash chaos. Great stuff and some great basketball going on.
And that's why it's so important to really be a good screening team. You get a lot of open looks from it.
Iverson with the bucket.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
Well, on the defensive end, this is a joke. The lack of awareness is exactly why this team is so far behind.
Cantor kicks to Murray. That shot off. Iverson with some nice D. Here's New Orleans. They're on an 18-6 run. 1:36 left in the fourth quarter. 13 feet away. Misses off the right eye. Memphis has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for New Orleans.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Iverson.
He painted a great picture on the offensive end with the ball movement tonight. Really racked up some assists and had some pretty sweet passes to go along with it.
New Orleans making a switch here. Brown is checked in for Abdul-Jabbar. Primetime comes in for Money. Andrew Wiggins, who's checked in for Andre Iguodala. And Larry Hughes is subbed in for Miller. Here's Iverson, and he gets that one to go off the front iron. Iverson's got 47 points.
And saving their best for last. Tremendous run here to seal the win.
And you could just see everything coming together like a perfect storm, and they just rolled on through.
Here's Richardson from 13 feet. It goes down. These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assisting.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well. Yeah, with this lead, that's probably going to do it. Fans heading for the exits.
Now the team came in fired up from the opening tip. You can see the focus. They're ready to do battle.
The shot's good.
Artful passing on that play, showing a real desire to set up the teammate.
Iverson outside. Over Murray. Misses there. So we see New Orleans taking the W here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Brent Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Owens, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long and good night, everyone.